Greetings, discreet defenders. I'm making this video because I need to correct a slight error that I made in the field when doing the shoot the other day. And it concerns the penetration depth of the honey badger by Black Hills. You will note that one of the petals of the honey badger has been crunched a bit, which is different than the previous test shoots. I haven't seen this from a denim and gel test or from a kitty litter and water jug test. So I was kind of surprised to notice this, and probably, honestly, the reason I didn't notice it out in the field was because at my age, I need to wear reading glasses for close-up details, which is something I don't typically do when I'm shooting. But yeah, there's the mark on the honey badger that let me know something was going on when I got them home and inspected the rounds. Now, what you see on the back of the Remington Ultimate Defense Compact Handgun round is a little dent. Now, that is also not consistent with anything I've seen on these before. I don't know what caused that dent, except that there's a strong candidate. Yeah, I'm guessing that crumpled fin on the honey badger correlates with that dent in the back of the Remington. So this indicates a couple of different things. Number one, it obviously indicates that the honey badger on its way through the block clipped the back of the Remington, thus making the penetration depth a little shallower than it otherwise would have been. So I'm guessing this honey badger probably would have penetrated a lot deeper than 13 inches, maybe like the 15 that we saw with the 4-layer denim test, and maybe just a bit more. The other thing that it indicates is that the honey badger was traveling forward, logically, in the gel. This is in block number 2, where it would have encountered the Remington projectile. So all that damage that it did in block number 1 may have actually been done with the bullet traversing the block in a forward-facing direction and not from a yawing sideways bullet passing through the gel. So I want to take a look at a cross section of the gel. The block was oriented like this when the bullets passed through. Here's the Remington, here's the honey badger. They're, really similar damage tracks, and they, as I've been sort of prying them apart here, I've been, the tear through has the two tracks have sort of merged into one. But they aren't necessarily overlapping in a meaningful way. Certainly at the start of the two tracks, they are separate and well defined. Whatever the honey badger is doing, it's probably not doing it as a result of interacting with the Remington track. But this is one of the problems that you encounter when working with gel. If you get your shot placement a little bit too close, it to a degree invalidates your results because the bullets can benefit, or in this case, be harmed by the interaction with each other in the block. But I thought that was interesting. I also thought that I would demonstrate the maximum expansion on that Remington, since this is one of the question marks about the honey badger, is how does it compare with a traditional expanding hollow point. Right there, it's at 0.619, actually, 0.62 diameter expansion, which is pretty hefty expansion. It's practically a 20 gauge slug at that point. And of course, the honey badger is its same 35 caliber 357 that a 38 special actually is. So, you know, almost double the diameter, but the honey badger does certainly penetrate deeper, unless the Remington Ultimate Defense clogs up and overpenetrates. But that's not really relevant because Remington's out of business at this point, and I'm not sure we'll ever see these shells again, but it makes for an interesting comparison anyway. All right. Thanks, folks. This is Dave with DDR. Have a great week.